The luxury SUV market is shifting gears faster than ever, and two names are making waves: the Jeep Wagoneer S and the Rivian R1S. One comes from a legendary American off-road heritage, while the other represents the new wave of futuristic electric adventure. But here's the big question: if you had to choose between tradition refined into modern luxury and a bold EV that dares to challenge giants, which SUV deserves your money? In this video, we'll dive deep into every aspect of these two titans, from design and performance to technology, space, and real-world usability. And trust me, by the end, you might be surprised which one comes out on top. Stick around, because the final verdict may not be what you expect. When it comes to design, the Jeep Wagoneer S proudly blends heritage with modern flair. It carries Jeep's signature rugged stance but polishes it with sleek LED lighting, a streamlined grille, and aerodynamic lines that whisper sophistication. It's a car that says, "I'm tough, but I also belong in a luxury neighborhood." On the other hand, the Rivian R1S looks futuristic, almost concept-like. Its oval headlights, minimalist shape, and robust proportions give it a unique presence on the road. Some call it playful, others find it daring. What's clear is that Rivian has designed the R1S to stand out in a sea of SUVs. But which design wins hearts? The timeless boldness of Jeep or the fresh, eye-catching future-forward Rivian? The answer isn't so simple. Performance is often where buyers make their decisions. The Jeep Wagoneer S, stepping into the EV world, is expected to deliver a jaw-dropping 600 horsepower with a 0-60 month time of just 3.5 seconds. That's supercar speed from a full-size SUV! Jeep is pushing boundaries to prove it can match, even surpass the newcomers. Meanwhile, the Rivian R1S doesn't step back. It offers up to 835 horsepower with quad motor configuration and a similar sprint to 60 mph in about 3 seconds. On paper, Rivian has an edge, but Jeep counters with its deep engineering history and off-road DNA. The real debate is, does raw speed matter more, or should we focus on control, durability, and real-world balance? The battle is closer than it looks, and it's just getting started. For electric SUVs, range is the new fuel economy. The Jeep Wagoneer S aims to deliver 400 miles per charge, a very respectable figure that competes with the best in the segment. Jeep has also promised ultra-fast charging capabilities to keep downtime minimal. Rivian, however, already proves itself with up to 350 miles of range, depending on configuration. While Rivian may fall slightly behind on numbers, it makes up for it with real-world tested charging infrastructure partnerships and innovative battery management. But here's the twist: range isn't just about numbers, it's about reliability when you're out in the wild. Who do you trust more to take you deep into the unknown and bring you back without fear? Rivian's tested systems or Jeep's promise of bigger numbers? That's a cliffhanger worth holding on to. Step inside, and the battlefield shifts to luxury and comfort. The Jeep Wagoneer S leans heavily into premium materials, expansive digital displays, and a design that feels both modern and welcoming. Jeep wants you to feel that blend of rugged utility and first-class indulgence. The Rivian R1S, on the other hand, takes a Scandinavian-inspired minimalist approach. Clean lines, sustainable materials, and a sense of futuristic calm dominate the cabin. It's less about tradition and more about reinvention. Both interiors aim to wow you, but in different ways. Jeep says this is the evolution of luxury SUVs, while Rivian whispers, this is the future of adventure. But which experience truly makes you feel like you're in the SUV of tomorrow? That's the question. In 2025, technology isn't just a bonus, it's the battlefield. Jeep equips the Wagoneer S with a state-of-the-art infotainment system, likely powered by Stellantis' latest Uconnect platform, complete with massive screens, crisp graphics, and seamless smartphone integration. Rivian counters with its own Rivian UI, a system praised for its fluid animations, intuitive controls, and continuous over-the-air updates. The R1S even integrates unique adventure tools like off-road mapping and vehicle monitoring. Here lies a fascinating clash. Jeep refines and polishes the tech we know, while Rivian reinvents how we interact with our SUV. But as cool as futuristic tech feels, does it always win over proven reliability? Viewers will want to stick around because this comparison only gets trickier. SUVs live and die by practicality. The Jeep Wagoneer S targets families and adventurers with generous cargo space, roomy seating for passengers, and clever storage solutions. It feels like a proper family vehicle that just happens to have electric power. The Rivian R1S, meanwhile, doesn't back down. It offers 3-row seating, impressive cargo capacity, and its famous geared tunnel, a unique storage area that sets it apart. Rivian clearly designed the R1S for explorers who carry gear for every adventure. But here's the kicker: while Rivian wins in creativity, Jeep may appeal more to buyers who want traditional SUV practicality. Which one fits your lifestyle better? A futuristic adventure toolkit or a refined family-first design? That's a tough call. Now, let's talk about the core DNA: off-road capability. Jeep has built its reputation on conquering trails, and the Wagoneer S promises to uphold that legacy with advanced 4x4 systems, terrain management, and electric torque that makes climbing obstacles easier than ever. But Rivian has shocked the world with the R1S off-road ability, quad motors delivering independent wheel control, adjustable air suspension, and even tank turn capability. Both SUVs can handle mud, snow, sand, and rock crawling like champions. But here's the suspense: Jeep's credibility is unmatched, yet Rivian has already proven itself on expeditions across deserts and mountains. So, which one would you trust when civilization fades in the rear view mirror? That's a debate worth watching. Price often decides the winner. The Jeep Wagoneer S is expected to start around $80,000, positioning itself as a premium EV but still undercutting ultra-luxury rivals. The Rivian R1S begins near $78,000, though higher trims can soar well beyond $100,000 depending on options. Both offer strong value when compared to European competitors, but their approaches differ. Jeep banks on heritage and brand recognition, while Rivian sells innovation and exclusivity. But here's the real cliffhanger: price doesn't just reflect cost, it reflects identity. Do you want to pay for a name steeped in history or invest in a brand that might define the next generation of SUVs? The decision is anything but simple. So here we are, the end of a battle between two SUV heavyweights. The Jeep Wagoneer S delivers the promise of tradition meeting electrification, offering speed, range, and comfort that prove Jeep is ready for the EV future. The Rivian R1S, meanwhile, breaks rules and redefines expectations with futuristic design, unmatched off-road innovation, and tech that feels like science fiction. But here's the twist: both are winners depending on what you value most. Do you crave the security of a legacy brand pushing into the EV age, or are you bold enough to bet on a startup rewriting the playbook? I'll let you decide, but one thing is clear: this is just the beginning of the luxury EV SUV war. And the next chapters will be even more electrifying.